What's good, my people? It's a great day. It's a great week, and we're here again to I don't know document my journey on the chart. So today is Monday, and we are getting at it as usual, following our rules. That's the most important thing. I've just done my routines for the morning, and I actually saw spotted the setup already. Today, this is NFP week, by the way. It's NFP week, so we tend to get more involved. Personally, tend to get involved from earlier on in the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursdays and Fridays are somewhat. So, um, fortunately, so there's something on the dollar. I did share, my insights on my Telegram over the weekend. By the way, I hope you had a nice weekend. Mine was calm as always, as calm as it comes. Yeah, without further ado, let me show you guys what I took. I took a buy on EU. I'll show you guys what that is about and catch you guys soon. So here we are, guys, and this is EU. This is a trade we are currently on. This morning it already went as high as here, and we're seeing it come down. So let's look at what happened on dollar. Oh, interesting. So on dollar last week, because we're quite bearish last week, so I've just swept the previous week's high. That's last week's candle swept the previous week's high. So anticipating this week's candle to continue bearish. That's for sure. Not for sure, but that's most likely, because it's in probabilities. Nothing is for certain. So when I see that on the weekly, I like to see fair value gaps on the 4 hour, which already indicate, like, which you can see, this is that weekly candle that swept the previous week. So you can see fair value gaps going higher and lower, which is what I like to see to indicate a reversal. So we did that, came below previous week's low, already created a new fair value gap after this one, and from here I would like to see price go lower. So with that bias in mind, I really went more into depth on my insights on the Telegram. So I'll show you guys what that looks like shortly. So from that premise, we already have 4 hour fair value gap here. I think this was like Sunday when the market opened, and on the 1 hour, we already have this fair value gap from Asia here, but since it's already used, I anticipated price sweeping this low, which it did. So ideally, hopefully, as it swept, we should keep going higher. Well, okay, the new hour's candle is just 40 minutes in, so we should likely keep going higher from there. So we just watch and see how it goes. Now, I did share this on the Telegram, so let me show you. This is my humble Telegram page, and this is why I shared over the weekend. That's why I shared over the weekend. So I did speak about some other pairs that I found interesting. Then this is the trade. So it's just, let's say it as an extension of my journal. Basically, it's not like I'm just sharing as I'm taking. So if you want to tag along, feel free at your own discretion, though. I'm not like responsible for anything that might come as a result of you taking trades. So yeah, this is the prop firm. Okay, this is the prop firm account, and yeah, it's going to look all smushed up right now because I want to be careful so I don't, because last time I mistakenly changed something here. So yeah, this is my, if you check these prices and you see the trading view, it's pretty much the same. So okay, let this load up. Yeah, 1.08024. So guys, this is the trade for today being Monday. So catch you when this goes, however it goes. We pray for wins and not losses. Yeah, but what is most important is we follow the plan. That's the most important thing. So catch you guys later. We're back, guys, and it's almost 6 p.m. like this. It's almost 6 p.m. So after everything, after all the holding, the EU smacked the life out of our stop loss. So That was it too. That is it for today's. I don't even know. Like, if you ask me why, there is no reason why. And that's how the market is sometimes. That's why you shouldn't try to get everything. Like, we win every trade basically. If you just settle with doing your model and waiting for it to play out. If not, you will lose your mind. You will craze. Let me put it that way. So that's it. Mark the stop loss and let me look at dollar self. Maybe if it closes below the high of this candle, it could continue going lower, but I didn't expect it to come this high. I expected it to just go down from here because there was no other indication from my point of view. But yeah, you win some, you lose some, and hopefully we win something tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Yeah. Another pair I would have wanted to trade is this Euro NZD, but with the way it was moving, it didn't give any room for entry there, so I just went with Euro USD. I've not traded the USD pair in a while, and today that I traded it, this is what happens. It's like that sometimes. So, oh yeah, I still have this from. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's another great day, guys. Another great morning on this side, and we are here again to see what we can get off the market. Same schedule as always. Today we have taken a buy on Euro NZD. We still have this weekly target there. It has actually gone quite some way. Is that the weekly target? Yeah, I think that's it. Right? It has actually got some way from the opening of the week's candle. Yesterday it moved but couldn't get involved. We were on EU instead. And today I'm banking on this not turning into a consolidation. But there's a possibility it won't, because sweeping this candle, and yeah, I got my entry off of the 15 minutes. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. For the folks for the amigos at Icarus, I shared it, like you can see the time is like 8:47. I shared it like just over an hour ago. That's when I entered. So we win together, we lose together. Here's my execution on Match Trader, like this platform. I've pretty much gotten used to it. It has grown on me. But the first time I used it, it was headache. So Maven only uses Match Trader or C Trader. I don't use MetaTrader anymore. I think because of regulation issues and all that. So that's it, guys. That's it. We will see how this pans out. Well, we've done all we should, and we just wait. Because we followed our rules. Once again, remember, because we're following your rules does not mean you are entitled to winning. You just followed your rules and that's it. Whatever happens next, it's none of your business. It's not yours to control. So, catch you guys soon. Yo, my guys, we're back. And as for how our trade earlier went, you can already see the red there. So, you can take you now to SL stop loss again. So that's minus 2R so far. But it's not an issue. But what I've learned, because I don't know if people have noticed this. There's always this dilemma. Sorry. This was an expansion candle, and this was another third candle that could potentially form like a fair value gap here. But I was expecting or anticipating this to be another expansion candle to just take, because target was just here rather than come all the way down to this fair value gap like it seems to be doing right now. So on the lower time frame, because it was still like an idea, I didn't have proof. The lower time frame, you can see it swept the former day's high. Right, let me put this. It swept the former day's high and even from the way the candle closed. So I think that can be like an indicator to show I'm just cooking things up. Then I would like, because yeah, as far as following the model, I did follow the model. It's just that it's best to anticipate potential low probability situations and avoid them. Outside of this, there was like pretty much no trade today. So if this whole thing I'm cooking up, if it becomes, if I get the right data, I should make it part of my model, I can avoid losses like this. So I don't have to be taking 2 losses or 3 losses before I take a win, because that's not good for progress. You get, even though it doesn't really matter, but it's good to know. So now we swept the previous day's high, Monday's high, and we came down. We did not form. I think we had like a 1 hour favoriting gap here. That would have been perfect. Let me see if that happened on EA Sports. Is in the game. So okay, it did not sweep, but it created a fair value gap there, and yeah, another one in New York, and then it just went down. So that's for EA, but for EN, yeah, that already should be an indicator. So if I go to where I expect an ST from the daily sweep, 4 hour is a clear sweep. Then let's say on the 15 minutes, it became like 50-50. I was more confident because okay, it did this from this fair value gap. It now created, okay, it didn't create them now immediately, but from the liquidity sweep here, I don't know if you can see what I'm pointing at. It now created another one, but it did not follow through. It now flipped over. You can see how everything just flipped over and then started going down. So if I could take 2 trades, I would probably have noticed that and taken advantage of that, but I don't, and for some reasons I made it that way. So that's just my observation. I will put it into consideration next time. So that is the end of today's trading. We'll come again tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday. Let's see what Wednesday holds. Peace. What's up, my guys? We're back. Today is Thursday. Abby? Yeah, today is Thursday, and we're back at the charts again. Yesterday being Wednesday, we didn't have any trades. I personally, for when I looked at the charts, I didn't see any trades, but I think when I came later in the night, I saw a possible trade I would have taken. It's one of the pairs I was stalking, I think GBP and ZD. It didn't set up quite on time, so I just left the chart. I didn't want to stay and be staring, which is good, like, which is another reminder why you should use alerts, because yeah, at least you know when price is going above a certain level or below. So in this case, I needed to wait for confirmation, but it was going too deep into the point of interest, so I just left it. And yesterday we had lots of rain, so I just decided to just chill. Today we are back again with Euro and ZD, and I took this trade, and guys just started running towards top. So I was like, I just finished doing my, oh, by the way, yesterday, yes, I did take a trade, but I did get a haircut, so I'm looking sharp now. So I was like, I did my morning routines, did everything, like, you know, I've been stalking this person since last night, and then I think it was around here, it just started, okay, no, this one didn't go, it was Euro AUD, that one just started moving. So did all my routines, took an entry based off of like candle rejection and stuff, and then started running towards it. So I was like, you can do, I did all my routines, did all the morning ritual thing, only to come and chop myself. It's life, it's life, it's trading life. It's not for the weak. So anyhow, it's still running. Let's see how it eventually ends up. So as I said earlier, if you like, follow your plan to the T. Yes, that is good. Following your plan to the T is good, but it does not mean you're going to get a win. It doesn't mean you are entitled to a win. Anything can still happen. You have probabilities in your favor. You have more chances of winning, but it does not mean there is no small chance of you losing. You get, and then there's a human error too. You're not a robot. So that's that. let's see how this goes, and I'll catch you guys later. NFP is tomorrow, by the way. That is another reason why I'm avoiding any USD pair. USD, I don't even know. Let me just briefly show you. I had my, can you just imagine? Trump did this yesterday, by the way. Can you just imagine? This is all we're looking for on Monday. I was like, this thing does, it seemed too obvious. I just knew everywhere I was seeing EU buys. It just seemed like it wouldn't work for some reason, and it did that. And then see the fair value in the middle of the night, it just set up and went without everybody. That was crazy. That's what the market does. Trump markets, right? So let's see how this thing pans out. I'll let you guys know later. So update guys, I got stopped out as I kind of also wasn't looking like my trade anyway. So I got stopped out, and that's it for today. Just like that. It's still like what, 8:29 in the morning. So see you later guys. What's up fam? Today is Friday. Here we are again. So before we proceed, I messed up. I recorded the last clip yesterday and I took an L, and just know that I messed up. Before I explain exactly what went wrong, if you've been watching this video up until this point, thank you so much. You are an OG. So please just do one more thing for me. Leave a like and join the family if you haven't already. Subscribe. It's free, man. What are you waiting for? It's free. Let's get this train running. So before I start explaining myself, just make sure you do that. I'll be watching. Alright, so if you, I don't know, it's another day for me, but if you just checked earlier in the video, it was a trade on Euro NZD, right? I took a buy and I got wicked out. So funny thing here, that trade eventually ran to TP, but before that happened, I was somewhat unsettled about that trade because that wasn't exactly my setup. That was where I messed up, number one. Now I have reasons for this because this whole like kind of SMT whatsoever. So there was GBP NZD and Euro NZD, and I anticipated Euro NZD to be the stronger one. And GBP NZD entered the 4-hour fair value gap I was looking at. Euro NZD did not, but it swept the 1 hour fair value, 1 hour swing low. That's why I now took the trade from that, anticipating price to maybe just consolidate and run rather than retrace like GBP NZD. But it just wicked me out just by like a pip. Went into the if you're on the Telegram, you see I shared the aftermath. Went into the 4-hour fair value gap. Went into the 4-hour fair value gap and then went higher. But before then, I took a trade on GPNZD, like the setup, my normal setup panned out. Went into the fair value gap, gave confirmation, I entered. Now, once again, I've been saying it a lot recently, but once again, because you see your setup doesn't mean you are guaranteed a win. This is what we should remember when we're trying to revenge trade, because that's what that was. I was unsettled about doing that and taking a loss so early in the day. And also on Wednesday, I didn't take a trade. There was a setup on Wednesday. It formed like late New York to London close. I wasn't looking at the charts, and I discovered later that this could have like put me at break even for the week and all those emotions. So one just needs to let go and look from an abundant state of mind, not like you are begging for crumbs on the street. So that's what happened. I ended up taking 2 L's for yesterday, and yeah, that's that. I think, let me show you. Yeah, this is what this journal is. Where is it? I think it's this one. This is the last trade. Today I didn't take any trade, by the way. So I didn't take any trade. Today's NFP and everything was. So I did journal the whole thing, and this is how that went. Like, what? price came into the 4-hour fair value gap, gave me my 15 minutes fair value gap to enter and see how that went. So today was NFP and I didn't really know what to expect today, because see here, if you check Euro, New Zealand dollar and GP New Zealand, let me show you the madness that has been happening this week. We did analysis, we anticipated, but I did like, what is this? And now the annoying thing is that there were little to no from my model, little to no chances to enter. I can't enter here. Even if I zoom into it, I was watching this area, there was no confirmation for entry. Most of the entries came like after trading session or around Asia. You understand? Those are times I don't really look at the charts. GP, what was that? Euro, New Zealand dollar, GPNZD. Let me go to the weekly. Same thing. Huge candle. GPAD, huge candle. Euro AD, huge candle. And I'm like, what? And you would think, okay, yeah, but it was just one of those moments where let me say, the market was too bullish and not bearish enough for you to see retracements to enter at the right times. So that can get to you and that can make you start chasing trades. But I didn't chase this time, and I went and did something else, something funnier. So that's it, guys. Come to the end of trading for this week. So that being said, here are the trades. 4 losses, like a big boy. It took 4 losses, man. 4 losses. And that brings the account to minus 3.2%. So that's that, and we are wrapping up this week. Once again, thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for all you guys who have been subscribing and checking out. I really appreciate you guys. Let's keep things running, and we are still, remember the goal, we are still trying to, all of us watching this, are all trying to get funded and basically make trading work. So never give up, just keep going. As far as you keep being aware, that's what I'm saying, keep being aware and keep taking corrections, we grow. So catch you guys next time. Peace.